What's going on, guys? Overture here, and it's been an awesome week. E3 is just ended, and we were left with two awesome betas, Battlefield Hardline and Destiny Alpha. And I'm going to take this video to talk about the Destiny Alpha because out of the two, Destiny was my favorite, and I had a more enjoyable experience about it, and I have a lot to say about the game, so let's go ahead and get started. This game is made by Bungie, and I have a lot of faith in Bungie. I loved all of their Halo games. I enjoyed them all immensely, so going into it, I knew Destiny was going to be a really fun experience, although I didn't know how it was going to play. It looked more of a Borderlands type game, but after getting into it, it feels like a Halo game. It feels like the shooting part of Halo, but a little bit more faster paced like Call of Duty. It's also a very aesthetically pleasing game. Once you jump into the first mission and you get to see this new planet, it looks amazing. It's a breathtaking experience, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a very big stickler when it comes to aesthetics. I like my game to not only look good, I like it to have a very good atmosphere. I like it. I don't necessarily want it to look lifelike. I want it to look different from any other game, and so far this game looks different from any other game. Of course, it's sci-fi like Halo and all that other stuff, but it's really colorful, it's really vibrant. The plants and everything, it just makes it look different from anything that I've seen before. And now the part that everybody's focused on is the gameplay. Now, first I'm going to talk about the actual co-op first player version of the alpha. It's really cool. Not so much that it's a linear traveling game. You can basically do whatever you want. Of course, there's an objective that you have to meet, but I found myself exploring the world, and I ended up in an underground tunnel-like place where I could not see anything. It was completely pitch dark, and I did not know if I was going the right way or not. I assumed I was going the right way because my thought process behind it was, why would there be an underground area of the map if I wasn't supposed to go this way? So I continued on. It was completely pitch black. I didn't know where I was going, and all of a sudden there was enemies rushing at me. And in this game, when you face an enemy, you get to see their health bar and what level they're at, you know, pertaining to your level. And they didn't have a level. It was question mark. So automatically I knew, okay, these enemies are too strong. I'm not supposed to be down here yet. And I tried to run out, but unfortunately I died. But it's cool that you don't have to follow the direct path. You can explore, you can do all this other stuff, and if you end up in a place that has stronger enemies, you know that, this is something you might have to come back to once you've gained some experience. The RPG aspect is also a very cool thing in this game. It's a little bit confusing to figure out at first, but after I figured it out, it's pretty cool. Once you do missions and stuff, your abilities start to rank up slowly, and once the bar has filled up completely, you actually get that ability, and I think that's a cool way. There's not like as many abilities as I thought there would be in the game, but it's still a welcome change. Especially the 3 classes, it gives you more customization and variety on how you want to play your character. I really like that. And also, what I wanted to bring to you guys is this game feels a lot like Mass Effect. There's this Citadel part of the game where it's sort of like the base of operations. This is where you go to buy equipment. This is where you go to meet the trainer for your class. Like World of Warcraft, you'd go to the town and you'd look for like the Warlock class trainer and you get your skills from them. There's actually a trainer for each class in this game, and you get to accept quests from them and get equipment and stuff like that. There's also a gunsmith. You could buy items, weapons. It feels like an RPG MMO like game with a main city where you go to mingle with other players and pick up equipment. And besides the whole Citadel part of the game and the actual one mission that I just talked about, there is a multiplayer mode. of this alpha, and not a lot of people knew about it. It's sort of like you have to navigate the map really weird, and it's in the corner, and once you click on it, it opens up a menu where you can play all these different game modes, but the alpha only has access to one, and it's sort of like a domination type game. There's 3 control points on the map, and each team has to try and control more, and the more you have, the more points you get. Whoever has the most points by the end of the timer wins the round. And it's a really cool game. It feels like I'm playing Halo, but the speed of Call of Duty. They have vehicles like Halo, but the action parts. What I really enjoy about this multiplayer experience, it doesn't feel like a Twitch-based shooter. It doesn't feel like whoever has the best connection is going to win every time. It doesn't feel like whoever gets the first shot off is going to win the gunfight. It's a game more tailored towards skill. And I have a lot of mixed feelings about that because, one, the players that do better are going to have a better time. The players that have put more time into the game are going to have a better time. But the reason why Call of Duty is so popular is because the people that don't put a lot of time in the game can still do good and get a lot of enjoyment out. So I'm wondering whether or not this game is going to, dethrone Call of Duty or be as popular as Call of Duty when the game is more heavily focused on skill as opposed to connection and stuff like that. And another iffy feeling I have about the multiplayer aspect of this game is I don't really know how your equipment varies when it comes to going into multiplayer. I don't know if everyone has a set damage that their weapon does or a set amount of armor that they have, but if it carries over from your single player aspect to where higher level characters get more armor and more damaging guns, I wonder how that's going to play in the balance aspect of the game, because if it's so where the people that have put more time into the game and therefore higher level, I don't want them to do more damage than me, someone who just bought the game and getting into it and seeing what it's about, and I'm barely able to hurt them. I don't want that to happen, and that's what I'm afraid of when playing this game. I hope that Bungie sees this and like, okay, we're not going to do this. Everyone does a set number of damage, everyone has a set number of health, and I hope that that's how it plays out. I haven't put enough time into the Destiny Alpha to determine how the multiplayer damage and stuff works, so again, don't take my word for it, but that's one of my fears of the game. But anyways, all in all, I think it's a very well-made game. It's very polished. I know it's only an alpha, but this is like one of the only beta alpha type games where I went into it and I had a blast and I didn't run into so many issues. It was a very fun experience for me. It opened my eyes, and I didn't know what to expect when I was watching Destiny gameplay. I mean, I knew I wanted to get into it, but I didn't know what I was getting into. And this first look alpha sort of gives us a little view of what we can expect from Destiny when it drops in September, and I'm really excited for it. I'm definitely going to pick it up. I can't wait to get it with my friends, getting to some co-op and just wreaking havoc. And I'm really excited to see how the whole PvP open world MMO style gameplay that's been promised to us by Bungie. So all in all, I'm very excited. I feel like this alpha was really amazing. If you haven't had a chance to try it, you still have a chance for the beta, and also I really think you guys should go and get this game, because I feel like it's going to be another one of the higher up games like Call of Duty. I know Titanfall was supposed to be another one of those, but it sort of fell short. I'm hoping that Destiny sort of pushes Call of Duty off the ledge a little bit. But anyways, I want to hear what you guys have to say. For those of you that have access to the alpha, I want to hear what your guys' opinions on the game, and even if you have not and you've just been watching this video right here, let me know from the gameplay wise what you see and what you hope to expect from Destiny in the future. This has been Overture. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and all that good stuff. But most importantly, guys, have a great day.